Hello everyone, welcome back to Yarn and Hikes. It's the second day of 2025, and what better way to start the year than talking about my plans for my knitting and crochet journey. I did a 2025 bingo card for like my life, and while I was doing it I was like, okay, that would be perfect to do something like this, but just for my YouTube channel and talking about the projects I want to do or the techniques I want to learn or whatever it may be. But before I'm gonna jump into that, I want to talk about my 2024 in my knitting and crochet journey. So I didn't really finish that many projects because I've been working a lot and I didn't really have the time to do a lot, but there are a few projects. You've seen them already if you watched my other videos because I'm showing them. Yeah, maybe a quick update on that. I've got my famous box here. So first of all, I finished my scarf. This was in my using up my yarn stash video. I finally finished it. I have to weave in the ends and I've blocked it once, but it's still curling up here and I don't really like it. So I have to figure out how to do that, but it's finished. I'm really happy about that. And then the second one, I've been working on this for such a long time, is my lover vest. And I finished the back panel and the front panel has been finished for quite some time. It's like that, and now I have to sew them together and weave in the ends here as well. It's just a matter of an hour or two, I hope. So yeah, and another project I finished this year is this other knitted vest I'm wearing right now, and it was my first big knitting project and I'm so in love with this vest. If you want to see all my projects I have done, go to my other video. I showed you all of my projects I've ever done. So this year I feel like I really got into knitting. I've been crocheting for 2 years only, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start knitting, and I started I think in summer 2023 with knitting, and I just grow to love it and I want to work on that skill more. I did my first color work in knitting, which you just have seen on in the West, and I really loved it. It wasn't easy but I managed to do it and I want to do it more. Anyway, there's always room to grow, and let's start with my knitting and crochet goals for 2025. So goal number 1 is to finish up, or I don't know if you can ever finish a yarn stash because I don't want to go out and buy new yarn every time I'm like feeling like I want to start a new project. So it's good to have some here, but I just want to get rid of the mess. But if you've been following me, you know that that's a project I started last year and I'm still working on this, but that's definitely the first goal for 2025. Then goal number 2 is make my first project with a written pattern. To this point I've only been doing projects with like tutorials and especially like on YouTube, and this year I really want to learn how to read a pattern, how to make a project with a pattern, and I already found my pattern. I'm gonna start it. I guess I'm gonna start it today because I'm so excited about it, and it's the Sophie, it's not a Sophie scarf, but it's a Sophie hood and scarf. If you have been on TikTok, on crochet or knitting TikTok, I guess you have seen the Sophie scarf. It has been everywhere and I just love how it looks, and it seems not that complicated because a lot of people have been doing it for their first project, so I guess the pattern is really simple. and easy to understand. So I just purchased the Sophie scarf hood. I think it's called Sophie hood pattern from Le Petit Knit. So I'm gonna attempt this, and I think I'm gonna take you with me. So that's goal number 2. Oh, complete opposite of that, my goal number 3 is making a project without any pattern, without a tutorial, just like think of something and just draw it and then trying to figure out how to do it, because I think I want to do this as a crochet project, because I don't think my knitting is that good to like figure out something, but we'll see. And I just want to like design kind of my own project and just do it without any guidance. And yeah, I think this is very exciting. And also it will be really challenging, and I think it will teach me a lot in my skills. So that's goal number 3. And then goal number 4, it's also on my bingo card for 2025, is knitting a jumper. I've been knitting vests, I've been knitting like scarves and stuff, but I haven't attempted a sweater, and I really want to do it. I think I'm gonna do my first project with a written pattern first, and then I'm gonna look for a jumper with a written pattern. I'm really excited for that. And then goal number 5 is I want to learn the cable technique, the knitted cable technique. I think it's called that. Yeah, I think it's called that. It just looks so pretty, and it's just a classic knitted sweater or knitted garment pattern. So I really want to attempt to learn that. Yeah, so I got more because I'm only knitting like, I don't know how it's called, like the classic purl and knit technique, which I think I've managed quite well. It looks clean, like the stitches are all like with the same tension, and I also did the ribbing here. I needed the ribbing, so I managed to do that. So I think I'm gonna attempt a new technique. Yeah, these are my goals for like knitting and crochet, but there are some other goals in addition, more like personal goals. I don't know how to describe it, but these are not like I want to do this and this. It's more like, I don't know. First goal is taking a sewing class. I've been wanting to do that for a long time now, because I'm really interested in sewing, and I think you can like extend your knowledge of garment making with sewing, of course, because like with knitting and crochet you can do a lot, but you can't do everything. And I really want to like especially like alter clothes or do thrift flips. I'm not really like, my goal is not to make garments from nothing. I don't know, just be creative. And I have no idea about sewing. I've got a sewing machine and I tried to sew a few times, but it didn't really end well for the garment and the machine. So I really want to learn how to sew this year. Goal number 2 is to like find my own style more, because up to this point I feel like I've been doing a lot of different projects, but a lot of different techniques, a lot of different colors, a lot of different styles, whatever, and just what like made me happy. And in the new year I really want to like find my own like style. I really want to find my colors. Like, it doesn't mean I only have to make vests or hats or scarves or whatever, but I just want to like make my items more personal. And I think I started off really good with my lover vest, because the pattern, the vest, is like the same as this one. It's of a YouTube tutorial, but the colors and design, everything I designed it myself, and it just feels so personal because it's so unique. So I really want to like get more into that. This just designing, which ties in with my other goal of making my own projects without a pattern or tutorial. And yeah, that's goal number 2. Then we have goal number 3, which is really important for me this year, to find a community, connecting with a community, maybe find some friends who are also into knitting or crochet or any other crafting hobbies. And it doesn't really matter if it's online or offline, but none of my friends are into that. So I really want to find people who I can like talk to the things, I can learn new things. You maybe I have to look up, maybe there are like a book club for knitting or crochet, or maybe I have to do it myself. Because there are, but the people there are mostly like older than me, much older, which is completely fine and it's so amazing. But I really want to like have people, or especially like women my age, to like connect through our hobbies. So, and also of course I want to connect with the community here. I know I don't have a big community here. I think I'm at 28 subscribers, but still, you don't have to have a community of 1,000 people, but if you have a community of 3-4 people, that's just fine. And I really want to like focus on that connections. And then goal number 4, I guess it's pretty obvious, but I want to grow my channel here. I love sharing this passion, I love talking about my projects, I love making videos as well, of course. And I just want to do that, keep doing that in the new year, and just growing my community, just growing my presence. And also I think learning the skill of making videos, editing videos, uploading, learning about YouTube and everything. I'm really passionate about that too. And also of course working on new projects, sharing my journey with other people. Yeah, that's really nice. So that's it for my 2025 knitting and crochet plans and goals. And also I thought of, when I look back like next year in 2026, when I can look back on this video and see, okay, what I accomplished, and did I reach all my goals and plans, and how much I've grew. That will be really interesting. And if you want to share your plans or your goals for, it could be knitting and crocheting, but it can be anything else. If you want to share, you can leave a comment and subscribe if you want to be part of my journey and this little community. And see you in the next video. Bye!